Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the offline lecture of Qaid-e-Azam Rangers School Sakkar. In your class 6, we learned about chapter number 4, the Pious Caliphate of page 40 in your history book. In this chapter, we learn about the death of Holy Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Holy Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam performed the last pilgrimage Hajj of his life in 10 Hijri. This is known as Hajjatul Wida. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anha accompanied with him on this pilgrimage. On this occasion, he gave his very last sermon known as Khutbatul Wida. 4 days before his death, he delivered his last address where he said, Allah has given his man a choice to choose between the world and the world of eternity, but man preferred the world of eternity. The Rashidin Caliphate. The first 4 caliphs are known as Rashidin Caliphs, and the time period of their rule is known as Rashidin Caliphate. It lasted for 30 years from 632 to 661 CE and was followed by Umayyad Caliphate. Timeline of a rightly guided caliphate are known as the first one, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, second, Hazrat Umar Farooq, third, Hazrat Usman Ghani, and fourth, Hazrat Ali. Let us start with the first Caliph of Islam, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu was the first rightly guided Caliph of Islam. His real name was Abdullah. Abu Bakr was his family name, and his title was Siddiq, meaning the truthful. He had a sincere affection for the holy prophet of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam from childhood, and was considered to be one of his closest friends. Conquest and contribution of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq was elected as the first Caliph of Islam, and Medina became the first capital of Rashidin Caliphate. When Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq took over as first Caliph, he had to face many problems, some of which including curbing of rise of the false prophets, convincing people to continue paying zakat. During his rule, Islam spread to Syria, Palestine, and Iraq. He also planned to take over Byzantine. The second Caliph was Hazrat Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala. He was the second rightly guided Caliph of Islam. His father name was Khattab ibn Nawfal, and he belonged to the Quraysh tribe as well. After Hazrat Umar had embraced Islam, his valiantly led battles to consolidate the empire, due to which Islam spread rapidly. The Holy Prophet Muhammad had bestowed the title of Farooq upon him. Hazrat Umar was martyred by the Persian slave named Abu Lulu Feroz on his first of Muharram at the age of 60. Conquest and contribution. Hazrat Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala anhu most glorious achievement, including several military conquests that helped to spread Islam. He conquered Damascus, Jerusalem, Babylon, Alexandria, Syria, Persia, North Africa, to ever-expanding Islamic empire. Policies of religious tolerance attracted more people towards Islam, and empire under him became one of the largest in the world at the time. The third Caliph of Islam was Hazrat Usman Ghani, was the third rightly guided Caliph of Islam. His father name was Affan bin Abdul alayhi salam, who belonged to the Umayyad tribe. Zannuddin was the title given to Hazrat Usman, as he had been married to daughters of Holy Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Usman Ghani embraced Islam at the age of 34. He was a rich man and used his wealth generously in the way of Allah and Islam. Let us talk about conquest and contribution. Hazrat Usman Ghani continued the policy of previous caliph. The border of the Islamic Caliph were extended till Cyprus, Afghanistan, Armenia, Azerbaijan. He organized the navy, changed administrative divisions, and completed many public projects. The first 6 years of his rule were noted to be peaceful. Let us talk about the fourth Caliph of Islam, Hazrat Ali Radiallahu Ta'ala anhu. Hazrat Ali Radiallahu Ta'ala anhu was the fourth and the last rightly guided Caliph. His name was Ali Abul Hasan. Abu Talib was his kunyat, and Asadullah, the Lion of God, was his title. Hazrat Ali Radiallahu Ta'ala anhu embraced Islam at the age of 10, the youngest person to do so. He was the first cousin and son-in-law of the Holy Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Conquest and contribution of Hazrat Ali ruled from 656 to 661 CE. He was recognized as a devoted, fair, courageous, and wise Muslim scholar. His period was the most challenging in the history of Islam. Hazrat Ali stressed on the moral training of his army. He was famous for forgiving even the worst of his enemy in a war. He also introduced many reforms in judicial system and believed in equality, accountability. Hazrat Ali was notably strict in the matter of accountability, was known as dispense of harshest punishment even to his own relatives. He also introduced special reform for the Department of Taxation. I hope you understood me. Now, draw the map of your page number 45 on your history section. Read the chapter 4 carefully and solve the true false on book page of 46. I hope you understood me. Allah Hafiz. Stay home, stay safe.